In a highly anticipated clash, Spanish giants FC Barcelona are set to host Italy's Inter Milan in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League Semi-Final at the Estadi Olímpic Lluís Companys in Barcelona. Kickoff is scheduled for 9 p.m. local time, 1900 hours Greenwich Mean Time on April 30, 2025. This match promises to be a thrilling encounter as both teams are vying for a place in the coveted final. Barcelona enters the semi-final with a strong momentum following a dramatic victory over their arch-rivals Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. Defender Jules Koundé scored a late winner in a thrilling 3-2 showdown, marking Barcelona's record-extending 32nd Copa del Rey title. Under the guidance of coach Hansi Flick, the Catalan club is not only leading La Liga but is also in contention for a historic quadruple, having already secured the Spanish Super Cup and Copa del Rey. On the other hand, Inter Milan faces a challenging backdrop as they recently suffered a setback in Serie A, losing 1-0 to AS Roma, which jeopardized their title aspirations. Despite their domestic struggles, the Nerazzurri have shown resilience in Europe, notably eliminating Bayern Munich in the quarter-finals. Lautaro Martínez has been a standout performer for Inter, showcasing his ability to score crucial goals when it matters most. Historically, Barcelona has the upper hand in their encounters, boasting 6 wins against Inter's 2 in European competitions. However, the team's last meeting in the Champions League ended in a dramatic 3-3 draw, a testament to the competitive spirit that characterizes their matchups. As both teams prepare for this latest battle, the stakes are high, with the winner gaining a significant advantage heading into the second leg in Milan. As the match approaches, the atmosphere in Barcelona is electric, with fans eager to witness a showcase of top-tier football. The clash will not only highlight the tactical acumen of both coaches but also the individual brilliance of players like Rafinha for Barcelona and Lautaro Martínez for Inter. The outcome of this match could very well shape the trajectory of the tournament, and both teams will be looking to seize the moment. With Barcelona aiming to solidify their dominance in Spanish football and Inter seeking redemption after their recent league defeat, this semi-final promises to deliver an unforgettable spectacle. As the teams take to the pitch, all eyes will be on the action, and the football world will be watching closely to see who takes the first step towards reaching the Champions League final in Munich. In a significant shift within the Premier League landscape, Evangelos Marinakis, the owner of Nottingham Forest, has stepped back from his controlling position at the club as it approaches a potential Champions League qualification. This move comes as the club finds itself in an unexpected position of competitiveness after struggling to avoid relegation the previous season. The change in control was officially reported through filings made to the UK government, highlighting the restructuring of ownership dynamics within the club. Marinakis, a prominent Greek businessman who also presides over Olympiacos, relinquished his significant control of NF Football Investments Limited, the entity that owns Nottingham Forest. This strategic retreat was likely influenced by UEFA's regulations that prevent owners from exerting decisive influence over multiple clubs competing in its tournaments. Given that Olympiacos is poised for a Champions League berth, this decision appears to be an effort to comply with UEFA's strict ownership rules, thereby safeguarding Nottingham Forest's chances of qualifying for the prestigious competition. Nottingham Forest currently sits 6th in the Premier League standings, a remarkable turnaround from last season's relegation battle. With the club neck and neck with 5th-placed Chelsea and holding a game in hand, the prospect of European football next season has sparked excitement among fans and stakeholders alike. In recent filings, Pitville 1 Limited has been named as the new person of significant control, with Socrates Kamanakis, a part owner of NF Football Investments, stepping in as a director. This change is part of a broader narrative unfolding within the Premier League, where clubs are increasingly scrutinized over ownership and financial practices. In a related context, Manchester City is currently embroiled in a legal battle with the Premier League, challenging the treatment of shareholder loans and sponsorship agreements that may give certain clubs an unfair competitive edge. As Manchester City pushes for consistent application of rules regarding these financial transactions, the disclosures of loans amounting to hundreds of millions of dollars could reshape the financial landscape of the league. As these developments unfold, the implications for Nottingham Forest as well as the broader Premier League environment are profound. The club's newfound ambition combined with a compliance-focused ownership structure could set a precedent for how teams navigate ownership regulations while striving for success on the pitch. With the final weeks of the season ahead, all eyes will be on Nottingham Forest to see if they can secure a spot in the Champions League. A feat that would not only elevate the club's stature but also reshape the dynamics of English football's elite. The landscape of ownership and financial practices in the Premier League is on the brink of transformation, paving the way for an exciting future in one of the world's most competitive leagues. In a decisive move that could reshape their midfield dynamics, Manchester United has positioned itself as the front-runner to secure the signing of Atlanta's Ederson, a highly sought-after talent in Serie A. As the transfer window approaches, the Premier League giants are intent on bolstering their squad, with manager Ruben Amorim eyeing Ederson to enhance both physicality and technical prowess in the heart of the team. The 25-year-old Brazilian midfielder has become a pivotal target for United, especially as veteran Casemiro, despite a recent resurgence in form, cannot be expected to carry the load in the Premier League at 33. With Christian Eriksen set to leave Old Trafford when his contract expires at the end of the season, the need for a dynamic presence in the midfield has never been more pressing. Amorim needs an all-action defensive midfielder who covers a lot of ground and is composed with the ball at his feet, underscored a source close to the negotiations. Few fit this description better than Ederson. Recent reports from Italian media indicate that United's pursuit of Ederson has intensified, with discussions ramping up in the past few days. Juventus, another contender for the midfielder's signature, views Ederson as a crucial replacement for Douglas Luiz, yet they find themselves at a disadvantage. According to Tuttosport, the old lady's efforts to secure Ederson have been hampered by United's aggressive approach, which is seen as a threat to their plans. United is reportedly prepared to offer between €55 million and €60 million, £46.85 million to £51.11 million for Ederson, a sum that Juventus may struggle to match. Ederson's current contract with Atlanta runs until the summer of 2027, adding leverage to the Italian side's negotiating position. However, with United's financial clout and need for reinforcements, they are emerging as the leading candidate to land the talented midfielder. This potential transfer is not just about filling a gap in United's lineup, it signifies a strategic shift under Amorim's leadership. The Portuguese manager, having succeeded in revitalizing the team's performance, is now aiming to build a midfield that can compete at the highest level, especially with the club's ambitions in both domestic and European competitions. Looking ahead, should this deal materialize, it could mark a significant turning point for Manchester United as they strive to reclaim their status among Europe's elite. The coming weeks will be crucial as both clubs navigate the complexities of negotiations, and football fans worldwide will be watching closely to see if Ederson joins the ranks of Old Trafford.